Hello, everybody, and welcome to United Realm. I'm Ashwin Kumar, and this is your Manchester United versus Arsenal match preview. The big games keep coming. Another sensational result against RB Leipzig in the Champions League. We beat them 5-0. We beat the Champions League, last year's Champions League semi-finalists 5-0. And we are at the top of the table in the group of death. We beat PSG and we beat RB Leipzig now. So sensational results across Europe for us. But now the game is in the past, and since that devastating 6-1 loss against Tottenham Hotspur, we have really bounced back since the international break. In the next 4 matches, we have beat Newcastle 4-1. We beat PSG away 2-1, which nobody would have expected. We drew to Chelsea 0-0 at Old Trafford, and we beat RB Leipzig at Old Trafford 5-0. So since that loss against Spurs, we have scored 11 goals in 4 games and conceded only 2 goals. Just 2 goals, and those 2 goals which we have conceded have been own goals. So it has been a solid comeback from United since that loss, and we are in form now across Europe. In Europe, we have been superb, but now those games are in the past. Another big, massive game coming up against Arsenal on Sunday, and we need to build on that. We have got off to a bad start in the Premier League. So we need to bring that momentum and carry that form from Europe to the Premier League and get that massive 3 points against Arsenal. Both the teams haven't had an ideal start, but Arsenal, they have lost their last 2 games in the Premier League. They lost to Man City and they lost to Leicester in their last 2 Premier League fixtures. And now maybe we should be looking to make that 3 and make it even worse for Arsenal. We'll go above Arsenal, and we won't just go above them. We'll also have a game in hand to Arsenal. So it's a massive, massive game. And the 3 points are at stake. Massive 3 points for both the clubs. Both the clubs need that 3 points, and we desperately need to get that win because, like I said, we have been off to a bad start in the Premier League. But now here's another opportunity for Solskjaer, and it's the battle between the 2 managers. It's Solskjaer versus Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta is Pep Guardiola's pupil, and apparently Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the PE teacher. So we'll see. It's a big battle, and it's the battle between the 2 managers, and we'll see how that develops. And smash a like on the video if you're as excited as I am for this massive game against Arsenal. And let's straightly get into the lineups. So this team on my right is my predicted lineup, and we spoke about using the 4-4-2 diamond formation, and Solskjaer actually used that formation against RB Leipzig, and it worked absolutely beautiful. So Solskjaer must stick with the 4-4-2 diamond formation because it works really well for a team like Manchester United, especially when we haven't got natural wingers, and he should use this against Arsenal on Sunday as well. So De Gea in goal. De Gea is back. He's back to his very best. That's the David De Gea we want to see. He made an unbelievable reflexive save against RB Leipzig from a very tight angle. It was a very good save from De Gea. And even against PSG, he was superb. And hopefully, De Gea can continue that form throughout the season. Right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he's back as well. He's back to his form. He pocketed Neymar and Mbappe. And he was superb against Chelsea and RB Leipzig. So Wan-Bissaka, he will be up against Aubameyang. And if Wan-Bissaka can win that battle against Aubameyang, then things get interesting. Then the chances of us winning increases because Aubameyang, he is the best player for Arsenal. And centre-backs, I'm sure Solskjaer will pick Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire. I'm pretty sure he will use those 2 formations. I don't want us to play Lindelof. I want us to play Axel Tuanzebe and Harry Maguire because Tuanzebe's pace will be very important because Arsenal will look to hit us on the counter. And I would play Tuanzebe and Maguire, but I think Solskjaer will go with Lindelof and Harry Maguire. And the left back, Luke Shaw, no questions. Alex Telles, he has been tested positive for coronavirus, so he will be out for a while and hopefully recovers very soon. And Luke Shaw, I've got no concerns with Shaw playing as the left back. For me, he is the best backup left back in the Premier League. So no doubt about Luke Shaw, he will play as the left back. And midfield diamond is where it gets interesting. Nemanja Matic as the holding CDM. I think he was really good against RB Leipzig. He was commanding, he was a leader on the pitch. He might not be the captain of Manchester United, but he has that experience, and he was commanding, he was orchestrating the back line. He was commanding Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof where to pass, when to pass the ball and when to hold up the ball. That's the signs of a top quality central defensive midfielder. And I don't want us to play McTominay because I don't think McTominay has got that quality or even the intelligence to play as a CDM as of now. So Matic has to play as a CDM. Fred is what I've gone with in the right side of the diamond because Fred, he has been superb. He was superb against RB Leipzig and PSG. So Fred, he is undroppable at this point. So you have to play Fred. His energy and his tenacity in the midfield will be very important. And he made 2 tackles against RB Leipzig, which got converted to goals. So Fred is very important. He is undroppable, and he will play on the right side of the diamond. And even when Arsenal are attacking us, Fred can drop deep into the midfield and play alongside Matic and cover our back four. So Fred starts. And on the left side of the diamond, I've gone with Paul Pogba. You can start Donny van de Beek there as well, but I think Solskjaer will pick Pogba. And that accuracy, that vision and accuracy to the assist which Pogba got for the Mason Greenwood goal was world class. That's Paul Pogba, and that's exactly what we want to see from Pogba week in, week out. And he likes to play on the left side of the midfield. So Pogba on the left of the midfield. And Bruno Fernandes will replace Donny van de Beek as the head of the diamond. Fernandes has to play, no doubt. The front two, hat-trick hero Marcus Rashford plays as the left striker. And the right striker, I've gone with Mason Greenwood. He got his first goal in the Champions League with his first shot ever. And look, you can start Cavani. I wouldn't have a problem if Cavani starts, because Cavani in the last 2 matches, he has come and played cameos. But in those cameos, Cavani has looked really good. He's looking sharp. He scored against Leipzig, which was given offside. So Cavani starting, I wouldn't have a problem with that. But I think Solskjaer will pick Mason Greenwood. And if we go with that team, if we go with the 4-4-2 formation, I would start with Eusebio Lindelof. But I think even if we go with that team, I think that team is very good enough, and we can win that midfield battle. And the midfield is where the games are won and lost. So I think with this team, we can go and beat Arsenal. So what should be the approach? Well, firstly, Solskjaer must stick with the 4-4-2 formation. And Arsenal, they have lost their last 2 fixtures in the Premier League. They will play with the 5-2-3 formation. They have done that recently against Liverpool and Man City, and they've got results against them. So they will try to park the bus and hit us on the counter. And we should stick with the 4-4-2, because there's no point playing the 4-3-3 formation, because we haven't got that natural wingers. We've got Rashford, who plays on the left wing for us, but Rashford is not a left winger. He likes to cut inside. He's an inside forward. He drifts from the left centrally and then has a goal. So Rashford is not a left winger. And Mason Greenwood is not a right winger as well. So no point. We've got forwards. We've got strikers in our team. So let's utilize that to our very best. We've got strong midfielders, and let's play with the diamond, because we have got Nemanja Matic as the holding CDM, and his lack of pace can be compensated by players around him. He's got 3 players ahead of him, and he's got players around him, so his lack of pace can get compensated, and he can also anchor the back line. So Matic CDM, and on the right of the diamond, you've got Fred playing there. His tenacity and his energy is very important, and his weakness is his first touch and his lack of passing range. But that also gets compensated because he has got players of quality like Pogba or Van de Beek and Bruno Fernandes near him. So it gives him more options to play short passes, and the players around him have got an unbelievable, they've got a sensational passing range. So Fred on the right side of the midfield, Pogba or Van de Beek on the left. Yes, they might not like to track back as often, but they don't have to track back as deep as Matic or Fred in play. While if you play the diamond, because that gives them the license to attack more, and I think that's the way to get the best out of Paul Pogba or Van de Beek, because they won't have to. They will have Matic and Fred behind them, and they just need to track up and down, just like a box to box, and that gives them more opportunity to go forward. And that's what he did against RB Leipzig. And Bruno Fernandes at the head of the diamond, he's got 3 midfielders behind him. It gives him the license to hang around further forward in the pitch, and he will press while pressing. The pressing intensity will be high. He presses from the front, and that gives Fernandes the opportunity. So it is the perfect formation. All the 4 midfielders, all the cores of the diamond have been sorted, and their weaknesses also have been compensated really well. And I think that's the way to go, because I don't want us to use the 4-3-3 or the 5-3-2 formation and try to nullify Arsenal and maybe nick in a goal. They are coming at Old Trafford. They are not in a very good form, but we are. So let's go and play expansive football and try to get the 3 points. Maybe the 4-4-2 formation might not work against Arsenal. Maybe we might lose, but that is still an approach of trying to win the game instead of playing with the back 5 or using the 4-3-3 formation when we haven't got wingers. So 4-4-2 is a tactical plan for Solskjaer, which I think he should use, and I think if we win, if we use that formation, I think my prediction is a 2-1 win to Manchester United. I think we will keep a clean sheet, but I'm playing a safe. So my prediction is a 2-1 win to Manchester United. Arsenal, they come at Old Trafford. I think they will play with the back five and try to hit us on the counter and park the bus. And their record at Old Trafford isn't really good. The last time they won at Old Trafford was in 2006. So let's go and play football. Let's prove them who is the better team. We have got the better team. We are in better form, and let's go and get the job done. But anyways, smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Ring that bell icon so that you get the channel notifications, and make sure you follow us on Instagram and on Twitter at United Rem TV. You'll get the links to our social accounts down in the description box below, and let me know your prediction down in the comment section below as well. And hopefully we go get the win, and I'll speak to you all soon. Until then, peace.